What's up, everybody? My name's Kyle, and today's video, we're going to do a quick walk around of what's going to be the main project in the shop for the next days or so. This is my 85 square body Chevy that I've modified to run Everyman Challenge King of the Hammers in the 4500 class. Before I really get into tearing this thing apart, I thought I'd give you a quick overview of where this thing stands and how it was built. It needs a bunch of work. We got a full list of things to do over there. A bunch of modifying from lessons that we learned last year when we ran the truck out there at KOH and broke early on in the rock section. We went 105-ish miles before we broke. The goal for this year is going to be to make sure that does not happen. Let's take a look at what this thing is. It is an 85 square body Chevy. It may not look quite like you would expect a square body Chevy. I've bent the front of the hood down because you just cannot see in front of you in a rock crawling type of situation with the big square hood. So that's going to make adding fenders here a bit of a challenge, but I've got a plan. You'll see that come together in the next few weeks. It's powered by a 6-liter truck block LS, bone stock junkyard bottom end, 250,000 miles on it. We did some heads. We're about to do an intake. Once we put everything back together, that'll go off and get a decent tune put on it at our local dyno shop. You will probably see that. 6-liter junkyard truck block backed up by a 4L80 and then an NP205, which is currently out for bearing refresh, reseal, and we're going to do some new mounting with that to help with skid plates. And the original plan with this thing was to do a roll cage inside of a square body, and what it turned into was keeping just a minimal amount of frame, basically doing a front half and a back half. So best intentions there, kind of out the window. This thing's been boat sided up above the lower door hinge, so we've got pretty good amount of clearance at the rockers. Unfortunately, it's still a stock frame underneath, and last year, the NP205 was hanging down in the stock location. We're gonna fix some of that this year. Up front, we've got Chevy Kingpin Dana 60 with a 3-link, with a traditional hydro assist, single-ended ram. I didn't have any problems with steering last year, even in the rocks. The problems I had were all related to bolts rattling loose going through the desert. Out back, it's double triangulated 4-link. On a Chevy 14-bolt. We shaved the hump off the bottom and went to a 13-bolt cover without doing a chop and weld type of shave kit. I didn't see that those provided enough additional ground clearance to get into thinking about shaving gears and welding back to the housing and everything like that. So just a 13-bolt shave kit, nothing fancy. Fox coilovers all the way around, not running bypasses. I don't think I'm experienced enough at what we're doing out here for it to be worth the expense to add them yet. We will do that in the future once I'm a little better at any of this. Optima batteries next to a big 32-gallon fuel cell. I know that's probably bigger than what I need for KOH, but I have eyes on running other endurance races with this thing. Things like Vegas to Reno and maybe some Baja stuff where more fuel capacity is going to be beneficial. Inside, it's PRP seats and a Lowrance for the co-driver. It's about as big as you're going to get in an Ultra 4 style race cab. You can see there's no factory dash or interior left. Basically, this thing turned into just a shell when it was supposed to just be a cage inside of the car. Decisions were made along the way. It is what it is. Made the build quite a bit longer and more involved than was originally the plan, but so that's where we're at. We got a big to-do list. 56 days. Make this thing as good as possible. And if you follow along with the channel, I'm going to show you everything I do from the list and all of the other projects I've got in the shop that I'm doing at the same time. Some to get ready for KOH, like working on our trailer. Some not related to KOH in any other way than I have to get them done, and some of them help pay the bills. So hit the like and subscribe, follow along. It's going to be a wild ride.